Hi, I'm on a different camera, I'm in a different spot, this is a different format. This is Rebecca, Beck Stitches Everything. It is Thursday, November 7th, 2024. I hear dogs walking around in the background. If I look tired, it's because I am tired. So how is everyone? Honestly, I haven't decided yet today how I am. In case you missed it, there was kind of a big election here on Tuesday. I'm gonna move this dog because she's licking her bowl now. Emma, go. Go. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much about that. I am the kind of person that I really like to keep my social media stuff kind of compartmentalized. Like I have my personal social media where I have like family photos, personal life stuff, opinions that I share. I have my bookstagram that's only reading. I have my Crafty YouTube and Instagram that's only crafts. I like to do things that way because then whatever I'm kind of in the mental space for, that's the location I can choose to visit, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here. This is a little different. So this is just by way of explanation of why things look different and why I'm tired. I was up really late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. I was up till like 3 with insomnia and stress cross stitching. Woke up Wednesday. Basically spent all day yesterday, I think, just kind of like staring into the abyss. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday wasn't good. I did not have a good mental health day on Wednesday. And so today's Thursday. Our weather's relatively nice today, and for Seattle, that means it's not raining, in my opinion. Got some sun. It's going to be in the 50s. I'm on my own for the next few days. My husband's out of town. We got back from our trip and the wedding and all that. We got back home November 1st, and then he had to turn around on November 2nd and fly to China for work for a week. So I can't even imagine the idea of getting on a plane like back to back like that for those long flights. That would kill me. So he's gone through Sunday. When he's gone, I kind of become like this like nocturnal crafty goblin anyway, and I think it's just amplified now because like we're in such high anxiety times. So I've decided today I need to like snap out of this. I need to do something. Sadie's gonna drink water. Sadie, go on. Can you wait like a minute? Sadie, go. All done. Come here. Go. All done. I need to get outside. I need to get some fresh air. I need to do some things that are gonna make me feel productive and happy. And I thought I'd just try this out. I think I'm just gonna take you guys along with me for a few days and like kind of do like vlog style. I don't know. This could be complete trash. Like I might throw all this out and we'll never see the light of day. Who knows? But if I end up with like usable footage that I manage to put together in some kind of vlog and post, let me know what you think. If people enjoy this and it's not too terribly overwhelming for me, I could see maybe like doing these, you know, kind of incorporating them on my channel periodically. This will not become an all vlog channel. We will have sit down floss tubes, of course, but I thought, I don't know, I just thought it might be fun. I like this kind of videos. I like to see what people get up to. So I've got some work to do today, which I'm not going to film because that's boring. I don't want to do it and you don't want to watch it. I do need to get outside today and dig up dahlia tubers and get those ready for dividing and storing for winter. I'm going to be doing some crafty stuff. Got some fun stuff going on a couple days from now, and I just thought I would take you guys along with me. How does that sound? So right now I'm going to get more coffee. And I might do a little cross stitch or knitting to kind of like ease into my day. And yeah, let's just hang out. outside. Okay, I think the lighting is kind of bad. I'm like in the shadow. Don't mind our crappy fence behind me. The people that lived here before us just let this house go to hell and did no maintenance. So we have a long list of projects that we need to deal with in the next few years. But today what I need to deal with is these. So I grew dahlias this year for the first time, and we had one existing raised bed that the previous owners, I guess, built, and that's where I started my dahlia garden. So our soil is really terrible here. Like anything that we've planted in the actual ground has pretty much just died. We have a couple fruit trees that were older, they're fine. Anything new we've put in is not doing well. We have a lot, it's really sandy, rocky. I mean, Puget Sound is like there. So this probably all used to be ocean floor at one point. So the only thing I've had success with is things that I put in like raised beds. Anyway, so this is my first year of growing dahlias. I bought 12 tubers from Swan Island Dahlias out in Canby, Oregon. And they did great. I really enjoyed this. So what I need to do today is cut down all these dead plants, dig up the tubers. So dahlias, if you don't know, have a tuber that you plant, and hopefully these plants have multiplied and we'll have more tubers that I can now store and put away for next growing season. I also, so I started with 12. So if I'm lucky, these maybe will be double or possibly triple for next year. We'll see. I also pre-ordered like 50 more for next year. So another big project that I need to do is I've become kind of obsessed with this whole concept of like no-till, no-dig gardening, where you're not tilling, digging up. You're basically putting down cardboard to kill your grass and any weeds, which our grass is dead most of the year anyway, so we don't really, like, for us it's like just having like open yard doesn't really make any sense. For the most part, I'd rather have things growing. So I'm going to prepare, not today, but prepare hopefully some beds soon out here, so we'll have space for all these additional dahlias that I will have to plant next spring. Today I need to cut these down, dig up the tubers, and just see what we got, see what happened in the last few months. So I'm excited.
almost 6, I think. It's been dark for hours, so it feels later than that. I got all my tubers rinsed. They're drying. I'm gonna divide them tomorrow. I'm waiting for some more supplies that I ordered for storing them. I hope that shows up tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go and try to find another option locally. Because you can't let them dry too long or they'll shrivel up and then they will be of no use. So I did that. I finished work. Bless you, Emma. I did a little bit of stitching for my afternoon break. I'm gonna keep working on the same project I was working on earlier tonight, see if I can finish it. I also reluctantly took down all my Halloween decorations, so it looks super bare in here. I'm not ready to get Christmas out quite yet. We'll see if I have energy for that, maybe Sunday. Yeah, but I'm just gonna veg, I'm gonna stitch. I will probably watch some floss tube. I'm way behind on watching Rowan's videos. So that's my plan for the evening.
Good morning and happy Friday. I made myself go to bed by about 1 last night, so we're improving. That's Emma. I finished Miss Hazel, and I'm very happy with her. She's so cute. So I did the called for flosses with this one, and then the fabric it's a Zweigart, and it's 36 count. I think it's platinum. I think. I'm not completely sure about that. And I think I'm going to try to maybe stitch a little hard tonight. And I have a few others of these. I'll probably do them on the same fabric. Worked out pretty well. And I love her. She's so cute. Also, I have been kind of a finishing machine lately. I also finished Gothic Light by Barbara Anna Designs. This is on the same fabric as, is this Dancer? I'm gonna have to look up the exact name of this one. I can't remember. I finished this one a while ago, like pre-floss tube. And I finished this one the other night. I realized after I finished that I was supposed to do the back stitching with 2 strands of 310. I only did 1. I like it. I'm leaving it. I'm not changing that. And look, I ironed. Like, who even am I right now? This is crazy. But here's the pattern. If you're interested, this was done. These were both done all in DMC. I'm pretty sure that's just what the pattern calls for. And I think this is also the called for fabric. It is a 32 count Murano basalt splash by Zweigart. So it's like a kind of a denim-y blue gray, and then it has like little white paint dots on it. This one ironed really well. Feels a little bit thicker than some other linens. So yeah, I am very happy with that. I might try to get some frames purchased for this. And then I finished one other of hers, and I don't think I've ever shown on my channel. Again, that was before I had a floss tube channel. So I'd like to frame them as like a trio for Christmas this year, if I can get my act together. I wanted to get my Halloween Quaker framed for Halloween this year, and that never happened either. I also put away all my Halloween decorations last night, so I'm kind of sad about that. Okay, so there's that one. And also, couple days before that, I think I finished this on Monday. I finished the stitching part of The First Day of Christmas Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. Let me grab the cover. So I don't know how many of these she has out. I know she's going to do all 12. I think we're up to at least 10 or 11 at this point. And I chose to do the tree version. I want to do the tree finish like that. This is the called for linen, which is on the page with the details. This is a 36 count kudzu linen from Weeks Dye Works. And it's 2 strands of DMC. I did the DMC version so 2/2 on 36 count. Which 36 count, and for me, and I think a lot of people, is kind of that weird no man's land where 2 strands feels really tight, 1 strand doesn't feel like quite enough. The weave on this one is, it's at that older Weeks Dye Works base, so it's kind of loose. So I think the 2 strands work pretty well. So something to note on this one. I think all of the ones after this, like I think that the sampler version and the tree version are pretty much the same, but on this one she did make changes. Like you can tell, like the bird's a little different color. These are like little black. It's white on this one. She does make notes on the back of the chart for what she changed, but I still feel like maybe it's just me. I was a little confused because I still think that the notes aren't quite accurate based on the model stitch on the cover. So I kind of just like made mine match this, if that makes sense. Like some of the charting and the dots was a little, it doesn't matter. It's super cute. I'm going to try to finish it exactly like that. I'm going to I wonder if I can sneak out of work this afternoon. Maybe take a little trip to this local antiques mall we have and see if I can find a flower frog. Maybe so I'll just have that ready to go. It might motivate me to get it sewn up. So I have several things that I need to sew. And in the spirit of finishing things and just for fun, I thought, why don't I just kind of sneak in a little giveaway in the middle of this vlog. I'm going to give away my chart of Barbara Anna Designs Gothic. I haven't marked it or anything like that. I don't know. But I stitch from paper and I don't make a working copy, so it's a little, it might be a tiny bit rumpled in the couple spots. Just from me picking it up and, probably sitting on it on the couch a couple times. So if you want to be entered to win my copy of this chart, please be a subscriber. Be at least 18 years old because I'm going to need your address to mail it to you. And don't use obviously the same rules as always, like don't use words like giveaway, free, any of that stuff that's going to bring internet trolls to the comment section. Let's use the word candle somewhere in your comment, and that will enter you to win, and I will draw a winner the next floss tube after this. So this will probably go up. I think I'm going to film a couple more days and then we'll see how long it takes me to edit. So it'll be a few weeks before I draw a winner, but still, hopefully I'll have the winner posted well ahead of Christmas holidays. So yeah. All right, I gotta go do some work and I'll check back in with you guys later. Okay, hey, I'm taking my lunch break at work. I hope this lighting's okay. I've got sun kind of behind me, but we actually have a little bit of sun today, which I was not expecting. So I have been digging through bins of projects. I'm trying to decide what I want to take with me tomorrow to the stitching meetup I'm going to. So I'm going to kind of go through some projects. It'll be like a little mini whip parade. I kind of consider this. So options. I just finished the, this might be loud, sorry about the zippers. So I finished Miss Hazel. Do I want to start another animal cracker? I don't know. I have several, but I think I have all the flosses for these two. So I have Henrietta, so maybe Percy. I like him. The slug. I mean, I actually hate slugs, but he's super cute. So those are maybes. The count of the fabric I have. Ooh, that's a 40 count. So I could do those on the 36 count that I used for Miss Hazel. That could work. And I think they all call for 36 count, I'm pretty sure. So the thing about this is like I don't want to take anything where I need like magnification or special light. So 40 count, anything 40 count is for sure out. 36 count is maybe. So those are kind of maybes. I have my big bag stuffed full. Like, look at this. A disaster. This has some Mirabilia projects in it. Oh god. I mean, it's Nora November. I could take this bag and work on some things. I've been wanting to start. I'm wanting to start Moonglow. This is a strong contender. I have not started it yet, but I think I have everything for it, and I'm planning to use, this is a 32 count Picture This Plus in the color Jazz. I think I want to use this for it. So that's a maybe, that's a strong maybe. The other ones that are in here, I have some decent progress on Cathedral Woods Goddess. I was watching, it's probably actually purple in this light, it's not purple. I was watching Cross Stitch the Globes Nora November Mirabilia Whip Parade video last night. I'm feeling kind of inspired to bring this out again. I'm not sure though. I also don't want to bring anything that requires like tons and tons of concentration and like careful counting because I know we're going to be chatting and I'll probably get distracted and start making mistakes. What else is in here? Gosh, I kind of forgot about this one. Alice, which has seen, I've done no work on that in ages. Fairy Flora, which I have started 2 times and stalled out both times on because of my white floss dilemma. But I did eventually get white floss, or white silk floss from Silks For You. But I don't, these are not calling to me right now. What else? I think that's pretty much everything in that bag. So those are probably no's. I think no on Cathedral Woods Goddess too. And here I have Olga's Autumn Stocking, which I just showed my progress on this on my last regular floss tube. This is the project I took with me on our trip. This could be a good one. I mean, I'm a little seasonally, it's right. There's quite a bit of block stitching on this, which makes it a good contender. I just did a lot of work on it. I'm feeling a little burned out on it, but I don't know. I'm sure I'll end up taking several things because I'm gonna change my mind. I'm sure once I get there. We all know the worst thing is to be like stuck without something you want to stitch. That would be terrible. I also have the Yule Goddess by Tiny Modernist. This could be a good one. Again, it's got pretty, there's some decent block stitching in her skirt. Some of these side motifs will be a little hard to count, I think, if I don't have like the skirt in place. Here's my current progress on this. And this is the call for fabric. It's a 30 count linen. So this is a possibility. I would like to make some progress on her this holiday season. So we'll leave this one in the strong maybe pile. I also thought maybe just taking an Ada project might be good, or like even like a perforated paper mill held, kind of easy stitching, easy to see stitching. And this one hasn't been touched. It's like that. It looks like nothing, but it's like the Clark Griswold's Christmas Vacation Rant. I got that, I don't know if Etsy, I can't remember who the designer is. I don't know, I don't really feel like working on that one. I'm gonna put this one in the no for now. I have a little Mill Hill Santa. This could be fun. It's a nice little kind of portable project. So I think that's a maybe. Make that a maybe. Another possibility is, so Erica stitched this one. Lots of people have stitched this one. I'd have to dig up some Aida, which I have plenty of plain Aida upstairs somewhere. This is by Katie Abbey. Is the frog. So it's the, I have no idea what the hap is giving. Sorry about the swear words at that. This one would be fun, easy. Seems apropos right now. So put that in the maybe. I also thought about bringing my long dog sampler, which I haven't really worked on lately. It's variant of interest. It's still in the Q snap. This one would be easy because it's just one color, so I wouldn't even have to worry about color changes at all. And I would like to get some progress on this one. It's kind of calling to me again. This one with 32 count, like, I don't know, like antique white linen by Zweigart, I think. So we'll put that in the maybes. This one I don't think I'll take. I'm kind of missing my Artsy Housewife projects. I think why I kind of have put these aside is I think there's like 2 or 3 of them that I have started that I love the designs, but I've done them on a 36 count with 2 strands, which I think is one of her called for kind of versions. You know, the coverage is amazing, but it's back to that issue of like 2 strands is kind of tight on 36, so it's maybe just less fun for me to work on. I like the results, but the actual process of it, not feeling that much right now. I also have her, so I don't think I'll take this one, but I kind of have like a little pile of moths or butterflies. I also have her Study in Nature. This one got little fuzzies on it that I've barely started. There's like mint from something else on it. On this amazing red fabric. Caroline from Side Rumblings did hers on red too. This is one of her this is 40 count. This is not coming with me, but I kind of want to, the butterflies are calling to me right now. And this is the Vicky Clayton silks on this one. So I'm going to put these 2 aside to, you know, kind of keep in my like active at home pile. Maybe I'll get some more progress in on those soonish. But it's funny, so that pulling those 2 out and then thinking about holiday stitching reminded me that I have White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. Is that right? I'm not 100% sure that's right. Started. It's like halfway done. I cannot find the hell I did with that project bag. Like, I can visualize what project bag it's in. And I also cannot find, like, I have my Q snap and my chart for Peacock, Unicorn, and Badger. I know I have all of these flosses on a floss ring. I can't find those either. And I can also visualize the project bag that these are in. I've like torn things apart upstairs. These bags are probably together somewhere. Like, where did I put them? I am losing my mind. Our house is not that big. Like, I don't know where, I can't take them anywhere, so they have to be here. So now I'm like, even though I don't necessarily want to work on those at the moment, now I'm like hyper fixating on this because I cannot find them and it's making me insane. I don't know. So that's probably what I'll spend the afternoon doing. Okay, another maybe. Again, for Nora November. Floral Dream. This is kind of like a companion piece to Moonglow. I have all the, I might have everything for this. It's got my little flosses. I've got Karen Waterwood. I have beads. I'm not sure this is everything. There's a chance I'm missing a pack of beads, but that would, so this is a maybe. I'm just not sure about fabric. So I've pulled Caramel Macchiato by Fiber on a Whim. This is a 28 count. And this is back in my like dilemma of, because I've started a few Mirabilias or Nora Corporates, obviously. I've never finished one. I think they're all charted on Witchold or called for Witchold because they're owned by Witchold. And then I didn't really want to use Witchold. And then I had heard that 32 count hand dyes, you know, that can shrink during the dyeing, and maybe 28's better if you're doing hand dyed. So I bought a bunch of 28 count, but now I'm not sure I want to do this on 28. So I don't know if I'll take this one with me because I might just start this at home and see how I feel about it. I also thought about, now I have the stash of 28 count that I don't know if I'm going to use. And I feel like I stitch kind of tight, I think. And so I'm not sure I'm going to get the coverage that I want on a 28. I'm going to play around with that. I've also considered maybe like getting a piece of it a little bit damp and tossing it in the dryer for like a few minutes at a time just to see if I could like shrink it even a tiny bit more. That's kind of scary. So I think probably no on this one, just because I'm not sure about the fabric on that one yet. I also have this little Mill Hill kit that I could, or not Mill Hill, Dimensions kit that I could start. That could be an easy one. I don't know if I need to be starting. Well, I did just finish 3 things. Like I have no idea how many whips I have. I do want to get organized because I do want to do an end of year whip parade, I think. It could be a little upsetting to myself just to be confronted with how many things I have in progress. And I have no judgment. If someone has 100 or 300 or 5, whatever, have as many whips as you want. Life is short, right? Stitch what you want, start as much, never finish anything, who cares? So I don't have like a whip count in mind. I think I'm just in a phase right now, like everything feels overwhelming to me. And so maybe I'm like, okay, like having too much going is starting to feel extra overwhelming. I think that's why I've been a little motivated to kind of like finish things right now. Just could be a whole host of things. This one is a very strong contender. I have everything for it, including the call for Witchold linen, which I'm willing to try on this. This is one of the, what are these called? The Christmas Eve Couriers. So this is Rudolph. I'm probably doing this backwards. I think a lot of people say Rudolph to the end because it's, you know, like the most special one. But I don't know if I'm ever going to stitch them all, so I kind of just want to do Rudolph now. And I think I have everything for this. Like I even have a full bead pack for it. I had the call for fabric. I've got all the GMCs, not organized in any reasonable way. I have the Krynex ready. I even have the Whisper. And Erica she's completed at least one of these. I know Samantha, the Hugo Stitch director, because she's considering them all at this point. So this is a strong contender to take with me and start. And just, you know, starting things and chatting might be difficult. So that's going to go in the maybe. And then, this one is such a, it's just like still in the stupid Dimensions kit. So this is the one that Erica and I started when we had the Stitchy meetup with some of the ladies from Canada that came down, and then we met with Megan, the Seattle Stitcher, and the Thread Gremlins, and we went to Threadneedle Street. That was this summer. That was so fun. And Erica and I started this one, like just put a few stitches in literally just to start it, and I haven't touched it since. So I could take this because I'm going to see her. Is it embarrassing though? I definitely need to put it in a better bag if I'm going to take this with me. Okay. So that's my maybe pile. I think I'm just gonna kind of mold this over this afternoon. I may end up just taking all of these and I'll have options when I get there. I can make up my mind.
But yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm going to go to try and divide up my dahlias while I've got some good sunlight and no rain outside, and I will talk to you later.
Okay, I've decided I'm done with work for the day. Here's where I ended up. I found my white winter moth whip. Dogs are fighting with each other. It was not in the bag I thought it was in. I still haven't found my flosses for peacock, unicorn, and badger, but now I don't trust myself about remembering where I actually put them. So, whatever. Here's what I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna bring. Obviously, I'm not gonna work on all this. I want options because I'm fickle. Olga's stocking. I'm gonna bring Yule Goddess. I'm going to bring Rudolph, the Nora Corbett. I'm going to bring the Dimensions Santa. I'm going to bring the Mill Hill Santa. I'll throw the frog in there. I put Ada in there. Odds are good. I'm not going to work on that. And then I'm going to bring Moonglow. And I might bring knitting too, because I feel like that's kind of easier for me to work on while I'm like being social. As far as tonight, maybe I'll work on White Winter Moth. Maybe I'll work on Long Dog Variant of Interest. I really want to watch the Martha Stewart Netflix documentary, and so I'll probably craft during that time. I might just knit or crochet. And then I think I might just call it and just read for the night because I haven't really read anything in the last couple days. So that's it. Check in later. Hey, happy Wednesday. It's probably a little dark in here. It's only 1:30 and it is really overcast today. It's Wednesday, if I didn't say that. I haven't checked in a few days. Saturday was great. I drove up to Erica's house of Fibers and Floss Canada. I'm not sure if I said that before. And she hosted a stitchy day at her home. It was awesome. I took no footage. I took no photos. I was just enjoying my time there. She made a really amazing lunch for us. I got to see some of her whips live and in person, which is cool. And yeah, we just had a great day. There's about 5 of us. There were 5 of us there. Yeah, so my footage I have from that is basically like me leaving in the morning and then me coming home at night. I had kind of a funny exchange with the customs agent when I was driving across the border. I pulled up, gave him my passport. He said, "Where's home?" And I said, "Seattle." And he said, "Where are you headed?" And when Erica gave me her address, I just copy pasted her address into the Maps app on my phone and just blindly followed that. So I hesitated and I said, and then told him the town I thought was right. He's like, "You don't know where you're going?" So already, he's highly suspicious of me. And he asked why I was coming in, how long I was going to stay, how do I know this person? And I said, well, we know each other through the internet, like through Instagram and stuff. And he kind of gave me this quizzical look. He said, "So you just find people on Instagram and like their stuff and talk to them?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "A couple of people have YouTube channels. Do you have a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yes." And he asked me what it was, and I told him. And then he said, "I'm going to watch it. Go ahead and go." So that was funny. That kind of stuff does not stress me out. I deal with the government, like the IRS and state tax departments all the time in my job. And I have actually talked my way onto an international flight where my name on my passport did not match the name on my ticket. So it was just funny. It didn't stress me out. But yeah, it was a great day. It was great to see everyone. There was a lot of driving round trip in one day for me. I don't know, something's going on with my back. Like, this started happening before we left for our trip, and then it got worse on our trip. And I think I just kind of chalked it up to, like, I sit all day at my job, and then I sit all night and do crafty stuff. And then on our trip, you're like on uncomfortable airplane seats, hauling luggage around, in a bed that's not yours. I was on my feet more because we were doing tours and things like that. But yeah, it's just not getting better. And I don't know what to do about that. So I'm like living the hot water bottle life and walking around with like a heat pad like strapped to me all the time. Anyway, I was going to show you what I actually started at Erica's. I took way too much stuff, as you could see from my earlier clip, but I ended up starting Rudolph by Nora Corbett. I did not get all this done on Saturday. I have worked on it since then. I am loving him. This is my first of what's it called, the Christmas Eve couriers that I've worked on. I'm very happy with it, except I'm not sure about right here. So this is my neighbor's dog's barking. No, my dog will bark. Hold, please. This section right here there's only one Karen water lily in this, and it's this section right here. And I, instead of, going back and forth in the rows and like doing half and then completing my X's, I am completing each X in the water lilies as I go, but it's given me this like red stripe right here, which I'm not loving. Where's my cover photos downstairs? So the cover photo, this section doesn't really even look red, so obviously dye lots are different, and I'm using probably just maybe a different section of floss than the model stitch. So I don't know about that part. I'm going to leave it for now and fill in some more and then kind of take a step back and see how I feel about it. But I may pull this out and redo it. And maybe kind of cut out like the really red sections of the floss if I encounter them. We'll see. So yeah, it's funny because I feel like I haven't really been like enjoying stitching with 2 strands of floss lately, and then kind of everything I've been working on lately has been with 2 strands, weirdly enough. So that was Saturday. Sunday, Brent came back from his trip, picked him up at the airport. He's been recovering from jet lag round 2. What else? I had a little clip, I think, of myself watching the Martha Stewart documentary. I've now watched it twice. Highly recommend it if you're interested in her life. None of it was a surprise to me. Like I've known, like, I used to watch her show like obsessively when I was a young stay-at-home mom, and I used to subscribe to her magazine, so I kind of know like her general life story. But I thought they did a really good job with the documentary. I did learn some new things. She does a lot of interviews in it, but they don't paint this like really positive picture. It's not like slanted in that way at all. They kind of tell like the good, the bad, the ugly. And I thought it was great and it was interesting. And she's like the original influencer. She's like a total badass. You know, she has that reputation of being kind of mean to employees and staff and underlings, and she's just, you know, she's like a badass businesswoman and she's completely unapologetic about it, and I think that's awesome. You know, they talk about that in the documentary. It's like the things that she did, if she were a man, he would just be a good businessman, but because she's a woman, she's like a bitch, right? So that's a story as old as time. So I'm gonna, I think, wrap this up pretty quickly here. Today's technically a work day for me, but I have like one big project to work on, and the PDF file, the documents that I need, like no one in the office can open, so IT's working on that. So instead of working today, I've been like sorting through crap in this room, kind of making a bigger mess, and realizing, no surprise, that I have way too many projects. So I have pulled out a couple of other things that I have like all the supplies for that I might actually start this more in November. I have fabric and all the goodies and everything for Night Nymph. So this is a maybe to start this month. And I do have this called for witch oak fabric, which I think I'm going to use. That's what I'm using on Rudolph. And it's not completely unpleasant. I think my stitches look really well defined on it because it is kind of like a stiffer fabric. So that might get started this month. I also have everything for this one, which is the Sea Merchant's Wife. And this one I think I'm going to use a fabric from XU Designs that I bought. This is called, it's a 32 count, color's Deep Impact, and it's an opalescent, and I've never used an opalescent before. I'm not sure if you can see the little sparklies or not. So that might get started this month too. I also need to get moving on my round robin project. I'll be doing some knitting. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap this up for now. See if I can like get this all edited together in something cohesive. And like I said, let me know if you like this vlog style. If you want to enter the giveaway, remember to use the word, what do we say, candle, in your comment somewhere. If you've made it this far, use a little camera emoji in your comment just to let me know that you made it to the end. If you're new here or you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you would subscribe and stick around. Also, I'll put my Instagram handle down below if you want to follow me over there. I post to like my static feed, you know, kind of sporadically, but I'm on my stories a lot, so there's some stuff that I'll show on there on stories that may not get much airtime or any time at all on YouTube. So if you want to kind of see what I'm up to day to day, check me out over there. And other than that, I will see you all soon for just a regular floss tube. Bye!